What's up guys, Duarte here with another Marvel Strike Force video, and in this video we are going to take a look at another Alliance Wars counter. This time we have the Brotherhood 2.0 against the Astonishing X-Men. We are going to take a look at the killing order that I use, the setup of my team, which gear they have, the isolate they use and so on. Once again, which target you have to focus on, and in which situations you want to use this team to counter the Astonishing X-Men. So if you like the information on this video, like always, make sure you share it with your friends on Facebook and Discord. If you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe for more Marvel Strike Force content, and make sure you smash that like button. So let's take a look at my team and see the stats they have, the gear, ISO weight, and so on. Okay, so taking a look at my team right now, without buffs, they're at 490,000, and you can see that across the board they are at gear tier 14, except Toad. With this team you want to have most characters that apply negative effects at level 71 or above, so that's going to be Magneto, the Blob, Toad, and Pyro, and you want to have the positioning of the characters with Juggernaut in one corner, Magneto in the middle. Around them you want to have the Blob. This will give them deflects, and because Juggernaut is taunting, those deflects will reduce the damage even more from the high armor that he has and the defense up and so on. And because both characters that are taunting are far away, you will be able to protect Toad and Pyro from incoming attacks. Because your biggest damage dealer is Pyro and it relies on negative effects, you should give him as higher gear as you want and red stars. And the other characters, the red stars, are also important. This is a super high damage team, so the higher red stars you have on each of the characters, the better. And in terms of the ISO weight of the characters, I use Striker on Juggernaut, on Magneto, and on Pyro, and this is to get as much damage output as possible. With Pyro, the additional attacks do more bleeds and so on. With Juggernaut, you just have massive ultimate, so the higher is his base damage, the better to do more damage. And with Magneto, the additional attack he does has a nice amount of piercing damage, so that results in a nice amount of single target damage. With Blob and Toad, I have Skirmisher because they assist and they do counterattacks. This will apply vulnerability to the enemies, and above level 3 on Skirmisher ISO weight, it also removes positive effects from the enemies. And in terms of T4s, you can do some T4s on Pyro's basic and on Pyro's ultimate, and with Magneto, I think I have the passive and the special. This will result in removing more positive effects from the enemies and having more HP and focus. And I think that's pretty much it. I think I also have the passive from the Blob. Let's see, Juggernaut. Okay, so I have the passive from Juggernaut, and this is for something I don't remember. Then the passive from the Blob, that will increase his chance of doing counterattacks. Then I also have the basic from Magneto, because it attacks 3 targets. It also does piercing damage, and the assist attack or isolate attack does also more piercing damage. With the Toad, I think I have none, but you can do the passive if you have a lot of T4s. This will result in higher focus for the team, but unfortunately is only on Alliance Wars offense, and it really depends on which team you are facing to be relevant. And with Pyro, you can do the special and the basic. The other ones are not very important. So those are the stats of my team and the gear they have and the levels and so on. So now let's take a look at the clip of this team in action and see the kill order and which characters you want to focus on and so on, and also in which situations you want to use this team against the Astonishing X-Men. Okay, so now let's take a look at the team in action. We have the hangar, as you guys can see right here, We have one deflect from the hangar, they have the medbay, and they also have the boost. They have across the board the level 4 ISO weight, and that grants them more HP than normal. So let's see how it works out. Once again, they have the medbay, so 40% more HP plus the HP from the ISO weight. And early on, of course, you want to use the ultimate from Todd. You want to remove as many deflects as possible to make sure that they don't resist or block your blind. Even that the blind it's only important for Bishop, and you'll see in a second why. So Bishop gets charged, so now he's going to do his ultimate, tons of damage, but he's blinded, so he's not doing any damage. There is assist from Iceman, but he is blinded as well, so it's irrelevant. And now Beast with the special removes the blinds and heals everyone up. So Beast already consumed his healing. Now, one situation that didn't happen is that Beast can create the team, and that gives speed up. We got the speed up after, but we could get it a little bit early and give us some advantage. So now that Bishop doesn't have the taunt, you want to focus as much as possible on Jubilee to make sure that she goes down as fast as possible. So full focus on her, and because she's in the middle, you are able to attack everyone, including Beast. And now we start to get some heal blocks and so on. It's quite irrelevant, but as much negative effects as you have on them, the better. And Pyro doing his job and removing also buffs from the team. Now Beast is going to do his ultimate, so all of them get speed up, defense up, and stun. That's fine. They attack Juggernaut. He has those deflects, so he's taking no damage. And he also has the immunity. So now we keep attacking Jubilee. She's going down now. The blob gets offense up and everything. Toad goes for the assist and gets the killing blow. So at this point, as soon as Jubilee is down, you want to focus on Beast, so he doesn't get the second turn with the second healing. And now Bishop is attacking us once again, doing tons of damage because he has the offense up and charge and everything. And at this point, after Jubilee is down, after Beast is down, you want to focus on Bishop. Here I focus on Iceman, so I would get the extra attack, but it's up to you if you want to get it or not. Maybe it can be more useful with a Magneto or a Pyro, depending who's your higher. So Iceman does the revive from his passive, then you keep attacking him. Kitty Pryde just dies from the damage, and now you just have to focus on Iceman, and that's pretty much it. So as you saw, the fight is not very complicated. You just have to focus on that Jubilee and get her down as fast as possible. Then get down a Beast, and then clear up the remaining Bishop and whichever character is left. And as you guys can see, the gear, they are a little bit lower, but they have the medbay buff and so on. So if you can attack this team without the medbay, that's the option. So in which situations should you use the Brotherhood against the Astonishing X-Men? Well, one of the situations is if the barracks and medbay are down already. That's going to help you a lot because they have lower resistance and lower HP. And if you do a 10% punch down, you should be fine. If you have a decent amount of damage, as you guys saw, it's important to have decent damage across the board. And make sure that your Toad is also able to remove the positive effects from them. If your Toad is not as big as mine, make sure he's at level 71. And also make sure you do the T4 on his passive to increase the focus of him and of the entire team. And that's pretty much it. So this team can probably punch up if it's a late game where the barracks are down and medbay is down. But if that's not the case, then go for a punch down. Once again, 10%, you should be fine. So that's going to be the video, guys. I hope you guys enjoy it. Another Alliance Wars counter, this time the Brotherhood against the Astonishing X-Men. So if you like the information on this video, share it with your friends on Facebook and Discord. If you are new to my channel, make sure you subscribe for more Marvel Strike Force content. and I'll catch you guys later.